to an emergency podcast. Just sessions.
Yes.
Indeed. I'm Jonathan Ng. I do events and part-time YouTube, link in description below.
My name is Saravanan MC Black. I do MCing. Link was added in the description below.
I'm Andrew. I work in e-commerce.
He's tired.
It's a long day today.
Yeah, we all had a long day. It's just Monday.
Yes.
Fuck my life.
We didn't plan for this, but the circumstances called for this.
Correct.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about Kiren Raj. Tang tang tang. First and foremost, guys, on behalf of all Indians in Malaysia or the world, we hereby excommunicate Kiren Raj from being part of Indians. Please do not bring race or whatsoever into this thing. Okay?
I think this is just
How stupid it is, but we still excommunicate him from being an Indian.
Damn.
We do not need Indian like this. All this stuff negativity.
To be honest, do you really need Malaysians? No. Do you even need humans like this? I don't know.
I don't know.
We hereby excommunicate him from humanity.
Yeah. Homo sapiens, he is no longer Homo sapiens.
He's a Neanderthal.
What's that?
He's now classified as a Neanderthal.
If you guys want to know what's Neanderthal, click here. John, put the meaning.
What the fuck? Anyway, I think they need to have context as to what this guy did.
Okay. So, of course, we at Young Child Sessions, we offer our condolences to the actors who have died. I think it's a great loss for the country. She's pretty, she's very talented, and it's definitely very sad to see someone go down like this.
I don't know.
I mean, she is a considerable large figure in the other community, maybe because you are not into Malaysians, you know. Yeah.
But I do YouTube.
I know,
for
but
Malaysians.
still, I bet if you found out that Chris Evans died, you'd be like, oh shit,
No, actually, I probably wouldn't even fight.
I'd probably be like, oh shit, bro, Chris Evans.
Yeah, so
You see that guy? He's so handsome.
damn handsome, but it's 94 in the top 100. By the way. Anyways, we offer our condolences.
Yeah.
See, that's the right thing to do, Kiren. You know, just like R.I.P. and done. No need to like whatever you just wrote. No need to give such big level.
Should we read out?
Let's just read the.
Let me read it out.
Okay.
Therefore, there is more impact in that sense.
Yes.
Because if I read it out, it's like I've never read it before. Hence, I would be really shocked. And then we would both be shocked if you didn't read it before.
So this is the catalyst.
Okay, so actress dies, right? And then
read this comment. Everyone's like RIP and stuff.
Yeah,
Good.
okay.
I mean, of course, RIP.
Oh, okay. So his first word is condolences.
Amazing. You should just stop right there.
He should stop there. I hope all the girls learn a good lesson now.
Oh boy.
Man,
All the feminists like,
never leave the pub without a guy. Man and woman work together. ... We offer you a safe drive home and you give us make out or sex ... I mean, girls like sex too, right? ... This is what happens when women think they can do everything on their own and be independent ... Every woman need men. My god, this guy's grammar is absolutely horrendous.
I don't think that's the biggest issue.
And apart,
all John can derive from his grammar is pretty bad.
his grammar is horrendous first. I mean, it's okay lah if it makes you feel better.
Okay.
Secondly, but firstly, it's quite fucked up, right? How he thinks.
If you think his grammar is bad, this dude actually actually ran for SRC 2014-2015 president.
What's SRC?
It's like a student representative council. Basically, they
Of what school?
I don't know what college he went or whatever, but kind of look pretty smart looking.
Yeah, I mean, like, you clearly shouldn't judge a book by its cover, right?
True.
He's wearing like a shirt and a tie, right? He looks like he knows what he's doing.
For all I know,
But isn't this like the same in the US where there are crazy like people out there as well that shoot up schools
True.
and they look like normal people? This is just an example of how like people like this are found everywhere around the world, not just the US.
this guy is trying to be the Malaysian Jovina Chan or Choi, whatever.
Wow!
Like
strong tie back
she
to a
is-
previous video. Coincidence? I think
He's
not.
trying his best. You know, first he looks like he's educated. I don't know.
Did you? That's true.
He
You look
runs
at-
for presidency. To run for presidency, I do think you have to be a certain amount of established.
Yeah.
But Trump is also well known, so yeah, so he actually ran for presidency. Clearly, a guy who's able to think, for him to say that shit, probably he had honey before he commented on something, I think.
He could have been drunk when he wrote that.
Well, I don't think he's drunk, because even after that, there was several comments after that.
Oh, and he was
clearly supporting his
initial
statement.
comment.
He said, and I quote, "I 100% support my previous comment."
Wow, and this was hours later?
I don't know what the time frame
No
is,
scientist. But if
he
you are
sounds sure, man. He sounds sure.
Goddamn, son. This man has conviction.
he trying to get the whole Malaysia against him. Nigga.
Yeah, I'm not defending him or anything, but maybe like this guy kind of grew up in a family where it's like that, where maybe the dad's kind of fucked up, or his uncles are kind of fucked up, and then they kind of tell him, all the women all like that, and then not everybody is smart, so he takes it word for word. Sometimes people say things out of anger, right? And then he just takes it word for word, like stupid fella.
I just cannot. I mean, John, I'm pretty sure he saw Joanna Chai's video. Okay, it was there, right? I'm pretty sure. And I think he understands the repercussion of doing some shit in social media.
100%.
We just went publicly and commented.
But let's, I did say this in Jovina Choi's video. How everybody starts off as a baby? Everybody was a baby at one point, no knowledge.
He's not a baby, he doesn't look
I'm not saying he is a baby, I'm saying he was a baby, just like every one of us.
Okay.
And I'm just saying maybe it's his surroundings or his parents are fucked up. Made him like that lah. Confirm, but takkan you like grow up alone.
Even if it is, I think he still would have the common sense not to comment.
I think with the way he's speaking, he genuinely feels he is not wrong.
Brother, he is like, I'm right.
It's like that's how sure he is. It's like how sure we are about the fact that the sky is blue, right?
I knew you would say that. I don't know why I knew you would say the sky is
if
blue.
you said the sky is blue, you're so fucking sure, bro.
The sky is blue, right?
Yeah, it's totally blue.
The sky blue?
Yeah, that level of confidence is Kiren Raj.
Even I don't have that level of confidence. Is the sky really blue?
I just ask you, is the sky blue?
I don't know, my
I
doubts.
don't know.
The sky is black right now because it's fucking 11 p.m.
I don't know. But wait.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's maybe fucked up, but what can you do, right? I mean, you only can discipline these type of people.
He's gone, bro.
So what do you think about like what people can say in the comment section? Do you think there should be a restriction in comment section?
I think social media nowadays is very powerful.
Okay.
But I think people need to learn how to use it well.
Of course. Just like a gun, just like a knife.
Yeah. Currently, there are people using it well. But there are people, I think you need to understand that social media nowadays, right, if once you say something there, it's out forever.
Yeah, man.
And there's no going back. Imagine if it goes for interview. Are you the fellow who cursed the actors, right? We don't need a piece of shit like you.
Yeah, for sure.
You gone,
a more challenging question is, how do you think he can come back?
Whoa! Bro, he did an apology. Okay, I saw the post. But it didn't feel like an apology to me.
Well, can we read the
both of you discuss. Let me find the apology. Or we cut this and then we find the apology.
You can find it, but I can tell you while you're finding it. Like, a lot of people nowadays, like, giving the apologies is how sincere you sound. I think it goes back to intent. It's like what we discussed before as well. I think intent is something that's very important. You can say like, I'm gonna kill you, but does that mean in the context of I'm gonna kill you in a game or I'm gonna kill you in real life, right? So I mean, if his true intent was apologetic, then I mean people make mistakes. It's just like going back to another podcast that's coming out because I think it's gonna come out first. I'm not sure about the timelines now. It's really mixed up, but like I think the intent matters.
So you're saying that with genuine intent in his apology, he would be forgiven?
There are some things that can be forgiven, lah.
Do you think this is one of them?
I think there are myriad of reasons, and people sometimes act out of anger.
Okay.
Maybe you went through a breakup. So yeah, I think this is a bit forgivable, but I think it's a bit forgivable. A bit. I'm not saying completely.
I think it can be forgiven, but the question is, should we?
If people make mistakes, right? You made mistakes before, right? You said things before, right? Or
I remember. But this is a whole different magnitude. Like after I did mistake, I knew I did wrong.
Maybe
but after he did mistake, it's like, Hey, no. No? Okay, see, his university did some posted. I think one of his teachers posted he commented, one of the teacher commented, I think this is the president or something, professor said like something like, okay, y'all can go and read, but then after that, right?
No, I think people need to hear this.
Yeah.
Let me read it out. Let me read it.
Read
the professor.
I'm the MC. Okay.
I know. Read what the professor said. I know you're the MC, but read what the
So
professor
the
said.
professor is Peter Pook, Pork, P-O-O-K. How do you say pork? Peter Pook. I'll just say Peter Pook. Okay. And Sri Kana and everyone, thank you for highlighting this matter to me. Another Iranian. That's how they call IMU people.
Okay.
Russian IMU.
I get it. Yes.
Brought this matter to my attention yesterday evening. I wrote to the students and requested that he should withdraw his online comment. Second, apologize. I understood that he has cooperated with the respective items. We have to do the both. Personally, as an Armenians, we must practice our respective healthcare role with professionalism, ethics, and with empathy. There will be full discussion on this particular case at our university. I'm sincerely sorry and sad for the students' insensitive remarks, which has caused so much pain to the family, friends, and general public.
So it's basically
This is a very PR.
It's a very
PR comment. But then, bro.
Okay, what did the guy say?
The brother, this guy posted, I think, an apology.
Did he reply on top of that comment?
I don't know, but he posted an apology.
Okay.
To clarify, sounds very genuine, okay? Not like I'm sorry boys, but to clarify. Anybody who has or is in an open relationship would understand that this is normally happening. The grammar. Okay. We go out at night with a special person for drinking and we drop them home safe. We have Grab car nowadays. We send them home, we protect them. I don't see the correlation with the comment. Okay. And if they invite us to their place, we go and be with them. We kiss, we bond, we have sex. I feel like I'm really mean to each other. Okay. Our role is to protect them. In return, they give us a good surprise. I forgive those who made this viral despite me removing the comments. Bro, he forgive
He forgive them. This is not even an apology anymore.
I forgive all the hate shown towards me or my acquaintance. There's no acquaintance, it's just you. I forgive all the vulgar messages I receive. Okay, and because I forgive, bro, this is like Buddha shit. And because I forgive, I have not been affected by all of this. Wow, he has achieved higher.
This guy broke out of samsara, bro. He's
And then
out of it, man.
He's like, your hatred has not got to me. I also forgive those instigating by misrepresenting the comments to get more likes. This is social media disease. No, bro,
He's the disease.
Let me be the bigger man, and not stoop to profanity or low level of luggage. Okay.
Why luggage?
I don't know. His grammar issues. I'm not surprised that he has.
That's a vocabulary problem.
I feel like he just says what he thinks, like what comes to his mind. He's like, saw luggage back. In any case,
can we sum it up to he's just fucking crazy?
I think socially he has.
He's socially inept.
I think he's stupid.
I think he has some degree of Down syndrome now.
Kind of feel that way.
Like,
But he's not.
Like I mean, like if you look closely at this picture, his eyes aren't even straight.
No, but I think if he has Down syndrome, he should be.
Like,
No, I think
Should we even mention it?
No.
Physical attributes?
I'm not saying that's the reason why he has Down
So it
syndrome.
could be.
I'm saying it could be because like his eyes are the way they are, and he's also socially just completely out of it.
I don't
Like,
think so.
Like it's not just his appearance. Don't get me wrong.
He looks pretty
It's-
fine.
It's just like the combination of the way he thinks and the way he looks and
It solidifies that fact.
he
in a way.
presents himself. I do think he's like socially just not there.
I mean, the fact that you use luggage as a
I mean,
comparative.
you never know. He might have some issue going on. We never know. We never know. We never know.
But I just think it's so like polarizing, it's so like like out of it.
It's true. I mean, like, first of all, I think if you are like partially autistic and you have access to all these things, you gotta have to have. No, actually, I don't think even autistic people have warped up minds.
I'm not like shitting on autism or Down syndrome people.
I totally understand.
It's just like if that's what it is, I think that maybe what he has, whether or not he acknowledges it, because it comes in a spectrum, right? It's not like whether you have Down syndrome or not.
Yeah, even partial.
Right? There are different severities of it, and maybe he has it to some degree and he just doesn't know it.
It's like a very heavy dose of ego, male ego, plus like a touch of Down syndrome to create this type of.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, like why else would a male ego?
But you think about this, okay? I mean, it's been there for more than a day, I think. If he do really have this, don't you think the parents would have said something? Like, guys,
shit,
please
right.
apologize, my son, he has this, he didn't mean it. And I think if that is the case, the public will say, no problem.
I don't think the parents are even blaming him for saying things like that.
Bro,
I mean, there's so many details about his parents that we don't know.
Maybe his parents don't even use Facebook.
Are they even alive? I don't know, right? Do they even?
But if he is having some sort of thing, there might be friends.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
The friends can say, hey bro, guys, just forgive my bro, the Macha here, he has this.
Yeah.
But there's not a single comment like this.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. No friends, no family.
And even, okay, you see, if he has this, right, don't you think the lecturer would have said, guys, he has this?
Yeah,
the
actually,
lecturer would have known.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, the lecturer wouldn't say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, guess he's just a fucking asshole then. Like, I was just trying to save him, man. Like, put a scapegoat maybe, right? Like
there could be a myriad of reasons, but I got a feeling it's also upbringing. Like, it could be friends, it could be family, and then you slowly revolve yourself around these type of things, and then you just change. You become like that.
You know what's funny? He also said that he only bangs Chinese chick.
I'm sorry?
He
bangs Chinese chicks.
Oh, you mean he only has sexual intercourse with Chinese ladies?
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
I think I'm better looking than him.
Oh, I guarantee.
Yeah.
I can vouch. But he's a stand-up guy.
So, it's still pretty hard to Hey, don't get me wrong, but unless he's, you know.
I mean,
that's the bigger joke. You know, you guys have to go and read his comments. It's like, it's so much entertainment. Like, you know, we kind of miss Joanna Choi. We don't need Joanna Choi. We have our own Joanna Choi name, Kiren Raj. Kiren Raj.
it's quite sad lah. I mean, I think he's like that. I think he's suffering from ego.
I think it's big ass ego.
Because if you got ego, right? If you don't have ego, you can always just say, you know what? Actually, I was just being fucking stupid at the time. I really do apologize for what I said. I don't mean it. You know, but I think the ego kind of feels it, you know. It's kind of like a not good looking Tony Stark who doesn't have money and is like, you know, thinks he get anything he wants.
So not intelligent, but
yeah.
I feel like yes, it's the ego that I'm sure deep down if he has any semblance of being a human being, he knows what he did was wrong, but he needs to double down on his confidence that he's right.
Yeah.
Right. So he like let's say in this split second, right, he overreacted. He said something stupid, and we all do that at some point.
We do. We're all human.
Yeah. But it's so important that you acknowledge that mistake and you apologize for it instead of being like, okay, fuck, I did something wrong, but I'm gonna double down on it. I'm gonna fucking put my all in, boys. This is it. I mean, all my chips.
At least the thing we can take, if you stand to your opinion, stand by it, man. A positive in a negative.
I guess.
But fuck that.
Actually, I think some guys also feel that way because they don't have women in their lives that they love, like mothers, sisters, cousins, and all that. Like, if you don't have a lady in your life that you really treasure, I don't think you would be. I think you would become like that, lah.
I can't say because I have a mom.
Yeah. We all have mothers. We all have. I mean, like, we all can empathize. We always have, even if it's aunties or some shit, right? Or a grandmother, you should empathize and be like, you know, I don't think I would want that to happen to my family member / friend. I don't think this guy maybe has, or maybe he just can't empathize. Because normally human beings have the strength of empathy, and that's why like we donate money and all that shit. So that's why we kind of have that moral consensus of saying, hey, you know what? It's not cool to say shit like that, because I already have a loved one that's like that, and I wouldn't want that to happen to them. So I don't think maybe he also doesn't have a good like female figure in his life.
So big question. Do you think he can change as a human being?
I think he can, of course.
Definitely.
But the matter is whether he wants to,
Yeah.
and the matter is whether the society will allow it.
I think society will always allow things if you put
If
yourself
you
out there.
really do like a
Yeah.
next level type of video or whatsoever, but it's gonna take some time.
Look at Logan Paul. Does anybody talk about Logan Paul? Logan Paul's been a prick. Like goes to fucking suicide forest, records a dead body, puts it on YouTube. Like everybody forgives him. I don't know. Do you forgive him? I don't forgive him personally because like I love Japan and you don't do that to Japan. Japan is very sacred to me. You know. But I don't like Logan Paul. I think before you do these stupid things, or even if let's say you didn't think about it and you just did it, you apologize. Then after that, like you gotta do something to redeem yourself. To prove that you are worthy of people's
I don't know,
forgiveness.
man. What do you think you should do?
You know what Logan Paul did? He did a movie. I'm like, bro, come on now, what the fuck?
It doesn't help. But anyway, like, this is not about Logan Paul.
Yeah, but this guy, I don't know. What he can do. I'm sure he can be forgiven, but what can he do? I don't know. Like you do apology video, as if people gonna fucking care. You need to do something like start a foundation that helps women or some shit like that.
Or maybe he should
okay,
just go and sell Roja and raise $1,000 and give to the family or something like that. I don't know.
I guess.
Something.
It'd be good Roja, no?
I'll buy Roja if it's good lah.
I
love
wouldn't
Roja.
eat it lah, because like what if like somehow it's contagious, whatever he has. His lack of mentality.
Okay, I forgot about that, but I mean, it just shows to you, right, in another angle, right, that nowadays, even if you do something wrong in social media, you can't get away with it.
Everything's been on recording.
Yeah.
Because they can just screen cap that
Can't
shit.
get away with it. So many things that happen on social media. Up till today, there are still people think like they just can do and post anything on social media. I just don't understand why.
I don't think people understood. Okay, so maybe if you go back like 2 years in the past, people don't understand the repercussions of how.
Yeah, now it's so good.
But I think people are pretty sensitive nowadays as well. Like you can misinterpret things a lot, and also the way you write on social media or even on WhatsApp and shit.
Right.
Like the way you say things can be taken out of context a lot, man.
Yeah.
You know. So I think it's, but also at the same time, I believe human beings are very smart in terms of knowing what's the intent of people writing this. Like if you like I'm going to go back to about the killing thing, right? You say comment, I'm going to kill you, bro, in PUBG.
But
Then
that
I
is-
know it's a game, man.
But some people wouldn't know.
Yeah. So, but I think for most part, human beings are pretty smart at knowing this intent. But this guy's intent is straight up.
It's dumb, man.
Yeah.
Full.
Yeah, and not only that, he cements his own intent by defending his original comment.
And he also says that women are just there for like sex and toys and shit. No, bro.
It's not the right era to say
It's
this.
no. I don't think it's a lot of feminists. Is like, oh, right now.
Maybe like 500 years ago, you stood a chance lah.
This guy is downright he can't go shopping anymore. No, I don't know, man.
I think if you go to the outskirts of Malaysia, still okay. Right?
I don't know, man. Sabah Sarawak also you masuk je.
No lah.
Do you think this guy can get an actual girlfriend? Do you think he?
Bro, he bangs Chinese girls all the day, every day, man. What are you talking about? Who are we? What are we? What fun?
Who's Jonathan? No.
I think this guy, hands down, I think we come to a conclusion, yeah, for our emergency
sure.
podcast, yeah, emergency. This guy is just an advanced version of Joanna Choi. I won't be surprised if he comment. It's because I'm Indian. It's going to come in a matter of time. But good luck to him. It's going down way for him. We will never know what's actually happening.
Do you know what I want to know? Like, if Kiren Raj watches this podcast,
Yeah, I think if he watches this podcast, brother, I want to invite you inside.
He will triple down his
Yeah.
opinion, bro.
Please, I would love to invite him here.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would love to have
Yeah.
him on the podcast.
I really want to
We
talk
won't-
to you.
We won't have it here lah.
Later he had para.
Yeah, we want to have it here.
We won't have it here
Clearly.
lah. We'll go somewhere secluded and like safe, you know. Like,
Yeah.
With the crowd, just in case we don't get murdered.
But what he did was stupid. We didn't know, but the comment is there. It kind of felt like he actually knew what he was writing, and he tripled down his comments. And even after that, he put a post saying that he's just trying to. No, I apologize. No, not.
He didn't apologize.
He didn't apologize. He said, "I forgive you."
Yeah, that's a
guys."
completely different thing.
That's
That's
okay,
so
so
cool.
that's like saying you're welcome when people like
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
yeah, that's like you're buying something you don't say thank you, you say you're welcome.
Yeah,
I think he's got it mixed up, but I mean if you're watching this, Kiren Raj is his name, right?
Yeah, Kiren Raj.
If you're watching this, Kiren Raj, let us know, comment below.
I
want you on the podcast, man. I want to know your opinion.
Yeah.
I genuinely want to know what your opinion is, and I want to see why you say these things, and maybe you have a solid ass reason that we are naive enough
Maybe
not to
we
know.
don't know, maybe
Also,
it's
maybe you know the secret to banging Chinese. I'm joking.
You could definitely share it out. Us human beings need help.
But then, I mean, all jokes aside, I really think that if he could come out and talk to him, that'd be great, man. I would love to know. I don't know anybody like this.
Though, but yeah,
I don't know anybody like this. I would love to have a conversation with people like this. That'd be fucking cool.
Andrew would be very happy.
Andrew would be fucking insane.
Yeah.
I think I need to hold Andrew back. I need to tie him to a chair or something.
There's just so many questions.
I would learn so much from this man.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, solution-wise, Kiren Raj, if you don't want to be on the podcast, I don't know. You better start a fucking foundation, give back to women, and then maybe they
Or maybe go Thailand and become a woman. I don't know.
This could have been I mean, they always say it, like bad PR. There's no such thing as bad news. What was that? Virality.
All bad PR is good PR.
All bad PR is good PR because people know about your name right now. They probably know about your name more than my name.
You're famous, bro. You're famous.
I suggest you become a monk. That's a good way to solve your problem.
You shave bald, they won't know.
Yeah. Seclude yourself in Tibet for 7 years. Come back, probably be okay.
I don't know about that.
I kind of feel that you'll be okay.
I think I'll be.
I'm feeling it right now. I think you should do that. Go Tibet, come back, and then people scold you.
Can everybody move to Tibet without a visa?
I actually don't know that.
I don't know. Just smuggle yourself. Yeah, it's smuggle.
You could be a monk here. Why do you have to be a monk in Tibet?
I think the monk will accept him also.
Wow, that's
Monk nowadays so social media, bro.
I
You
guess.
see the phones they use, bro. What?
Try your luck with religion, lah. I mean, I don't have any suggestions for you. Sorry, Steve.
I don't even know what many religions would take. But anyway,
We hope you like his podcast.
Yeah. You don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, of course, once again, very big condolences to the family and friends of our lovely actress.
what's the name again?
Emily Kong.
Yeah.
I gotta find out who this chick is. Okay, but yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Ciao. Thank you for 100 subs. 20